world's ending anyway. You want to end it with the best guy you can get your hands on.
Short on gil? Need to pad your pockets. That's different.
That's not bad. A deal's a deal. I've got a story for you. Care to hear it? People have been alive for hundreds of years. You'd think people would go crazy with no end in sight, but most folks manage to get on with their lives as usual. Don't you think that's a little strange? It's as if they've lost something. It's like there's something missing. Years ago, one alchemist concocted a theory about it. According to him, the part of what's missing from us, from all human beings, is the soul seed we're all born from. But he wasn't happy just proposing a theory. He wanted to test it too. You know what he did? He consumed a seed. He extracted its essence, whipped it into a potion, and drank it. What do you think happened to the alchemist next? Moments later, he threw himself into the chaos, never to be seen again. Maybe once it was consumed, the soul seed transformed into some kind of poison. Or maybe he was able to retrieve the part of him that was missing, but was unable to deal with the world's reality. I guess we'll never know. Keep up if you can. Now you know, I bite back. Time you met your maker. You're on dangerous ground. You're so eager to die. This is a fine adventure. No time for hesitation. That went well, right? You threw your life away. You're so eager to... Got in my way. You think you can beat me? Better get ready for the next one. Come and get it if you want to die. Now you know who is strong. Come and get it if you want to die. Now you know who is stronger. think you can beat me? Come and get it. You bet your life, I bet mine. You're so eager to die. This is a fine adventure. Thanks for waiting. You never stood a chance. Final words? You made it too easy for me. Now you know who was stronger. Expected as much. You're on dangerous ground. You're so eager to die.
It's simple. The strongest wins. You can't read me. For the new world. You never stood a chance. You think you can beat me? Now you know who is stronger. Expect me to back down? Shine hope on the future. too easy for me. You're on dangerous ground. Come and get it. You threw your life away. A worthy opponent. was strong. You threw your life away. You're gonna regret this. You made it too easy for... I saw this coming. You had your chance to run. You never stood a chance. Death ends now. Wish I had my bow. I won't lose. Watch out, I bite. Time you met your maker. Thanks for waiting. No more lies, just the truth. Wish I You can't read me. This is a fine adventure. Wish I had my bow. Thanks for waiting. You're gonna regret this. Feel like dying? I won't lose. I won't go easy on you. You never stood a chance. Expect me to back down? Keep up. I won't lose. For the You're so eager to die. Wish I had my bow. Okay.
The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the holy light dispel the chaos and purify our souls.
Choco, I hope you can make... You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive.
My fellow disciples,
Of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the holy light dispel the chaos and purify our souls. Brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m.
The Shadowhunter's not... so scary after all.
Light dispel the chaos and purify our souls.
A worthy opponent. I won't go easy on you. You can't read me. Now you know who is stronger.
This broadcast is brought to you by now 9 p.m. The Order of Salvation. The time is now
It's simple. The strongest wins. You can't read me. I won't go easy on you. Expected as much.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m.
You're on dangerous ground. Thanks for waiting. It's simple. The strongest wins. Don't even try.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the Holy Light.
A worthy opponent. Okay, let's do this.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the Holy Light
A worthy opponent. No more lies, just the truth. Now you know. My bite.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the Holy Light dispel the chaos.
You're on dangerous ground. I won't go easy on you. This is a fine adventure.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m.
It's simple. The strongest wins. Watch out. I bite. Thanks for waiting. Looks like I hit the mark.
By the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the Holy Light
You're on dangerous ground. You're so eager to die. The cycle of death ends now. You're nothing but the hunter's prey.
by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray.
Anyone home?
We must be alert to... Every threat.
I'm home.
The foodstuffs don't go over there.
We've caught those dangerous heretics, but we're still on guard.
I heard an odd rumor about the Hunter of Light ridding the city of monsters.
Is that formal wear?
Go, Miss Mighty Savior! You did it! You made some Choco!
just a few of the more deranged heretics that were wild.
Boy, I'm hungry.
The horror's over.
So the children of Etro have
you heard?
finally been
The hero has emerged from the depths of the Warren.
It's true? You found out who has my journal?
The Shadow Hunters, also called the Hunter of Light. Oh, time to go.
The day is nigh when God will send his...
This cathedral here is the home to...
And there'll be bounty hunters in there.
You had your chance to run. You never stood a chance.
You'll have to live no matter what.
Tourist spot?
Does anyone know a good doctor?
The residences is filling up with...
Chaos has even taken over the city of light.
I didn't think things could get any worse around here.
I came to buy something.
Handsome. Monsters will pop up everywhere.
It's not too bad here. Not yet.
The residences is filling up with outsiders.
I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking about all those people who... Most of all, I've been...
Centrum's close, in line with...
We fight for justice!
There's no way I'm
If you wish to go to the Wildlands, you should go down to South...
I heard there was a ruckus within the palace in Yuzlan.
Here for the train.
People smile and come. Chocoboco?
I spent every last...
Welcome, everyone, to the banquet of the Lord.
Who are you?
You must be Erin. Here, I have a letter for you from Reddick.
Reddick? Well, that's a name from the past. Wait, I thought he was dead. Let me see that thing. Well, that's his handwriting, all right. I'd recognize it anywhere. Here, I've kept the journal with me, just as I promised him.
I don't mean to pry, but how do you two know each other?
We used to date. Not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. Hindsight, you know. But that was lifetimes ago. He made me keep this while we were still together.
Why would he give it to you instead of keeping it? Have you read it?
The thought never even crossed my mind. And I knew anything that bastard Reddick was involved with couldn't be good. Please take it. I'm sick of carrying it everywhere. I'm just happy to wash my hands of the whole thing. It's your problem now.
All right, I get it. Thanks.
Light, you found his journal. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Weird, huh? What I don't understand is why there are so many people involved. First Reddick had it, then he gave it to his friend Orin, for safekeeping.
I wonder if it holds some sort of big secret. If secret's so dangerous, just having the journal in his possession could put him at risk. What do you think?
I think I should read the journal before I give it back.
It would be the fastest way to find out what's going on. But do you really think you should? I mean, it is private after all.
But does it really matter at this point? I mean, we're already neck deep in his affairs. It's all for his benefit anyway, right?
Okay, it's up to you. But remember, what's been read can't be unread. If you want to do this, you're on your own.
I need to know the truth. I need to know for Ranulph, for his own sake.
Day 2505. I searched every inch of Skata'ne. I found no clues as to who killed my wife and child. Day 3229. I came across a merchant in the Warren who had a valuable piece of information about the case. A certain business rival wanted me out of business. Was this his doing? Did he kill my family to make some sort of sick point? Day 4762. I can't stop picturing my daughter's corpse. I can't erase the image from my head. I have nothing to live for anymore. But I can't rest until I find justice. My family deserves it. Day 15756. Revenge is imminent. Mark my words. Justice will be served. Day 15757. Justice will be served. Day 15758. Justice will be served. Day 15759. Justice will be served. Day 15760. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served.
This is... I can't believe Ranulph had to live through this kind of tragedy.
His wife and child were killed by a business rival. I can't begin to imagine how he must have felt.
The journal begins from the day after the incident and goes on for years. I mean, look at the dates.
He must have been chasing the killer for decades. It looks like he was consumed by the thought of revenge and nothing else.
But wait, there must be a mistake. Remember what Ranulph said before? He told us that he had never had a family of his own.
I don't think he was lying. I think that's what he honestly believes. I think he truly doesn't remember what happened. Look at these journal entries, the same words written over and over. He couldn't deal with reality. He must have cracked. Lost his sanity.
Yeah, and with it, all his memories.
In the end, it was the only way he could survive. Cutting himself off from the past is what's kept him going. He doesn't mourn his family, because he doesn't know they ever existed.
Choco, 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 moo! Choco, 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 moo! Choco, 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 moo!
Every one of our... See you!
Sorry for the wait, my dear. Oh, you're here for another visit. I tell you, having this shop is like a dream come true. I won't forget how much I owe you. Even if this world is drowned in darkness, my fireworks will still show everyone the light. If I fill the skies of this...
Gordon Gourmet.
Try a concentrated microcosm of culinary delight?
How would you like some healthy vegetables? Come enjoy. Very well.
Thanks for all your... Come again! CDs is rated. Running a restaurant is...
Can't even begin to describe his recipe.
Raw, broiled, boiled... Don't forget all...
Welcome!
Thank you for visiting. See ya.
Nothing but the best food, the best drinks.
So the show went off with a real bang.
So are you the one they... Hey, if you're going to take...
What's next? All right then.
Comedy is way more fun than death. Hey, lightning!
If I had the money...
Savior's involved in various other incidents. Altogether, there are... Chocobo! I know! I'll sing a song for my very... Chocobo! Choco! Choco! Chocobo! Choco! Chocobo! Choco! Chocobo!
I have a great selection.
Discover powers you haven't yet
Welcome. Please, come again.
This is the famous...
Hello, welcome.
Business is good.
It is, thank you. Word of our shop's special flavor has quickly spread through word of mouth. This city is known for its gourmet restaurants, but none can hold a candle to the chefs we have assembled in our kitchens.
The best chefs in the city, huh? Lackley mentioned his missing fiancée was a great cook. I wonder.
Ma'am, is there something I can help you with?
I hope so. I'm looking for someone by the name of Filiana. According to her fiancé, she was a fantastic cook. Does this ring look familiar to you at all?
Oh, yes, yes, of course. I recognize that. The woman was a wonderful cook indeed. Though the strange thing is, I never knew her by the name of Filiana.
She may have assumed another name. Was the woman you knew beautiful enough to turn the head of every man in the room?
Now, this is taking quite an odd turn. She was no doubt a very handsome woman, but very advanced in age. I suppose she must have been beautiful enough to turn heads once, but she was undeniably an old woman. Of course, we are all old now that we don't age, but she must have been quite elderly already when time stopped for all of us.
An old woman? I suppose that can't be Lackley's lost fiancée, but where is she now?
I'm afraid I don't know. The lady in question fell ill and left our restaurant. I believe she moved to Luxarian to live with the support of an old friend there.
Do you know how to reach her? Or that friend of hers?
Unfortunately, I don't know that woman's name or anything else about her. I saw her only once. She was a young woman, and if I recall correctly, wearing a rather unusual hat. Perhaps she was her daughter.
I see. Thanks for your time. You've been a great help. Lackley's ring ended up on the finger of a beautiful but old woman somehow. It's possible Filiana sold the ring. I'm not looking forward to telling Lackley about it, but he deserves the truth. He needs to know.
Go ahead and board the train.
I love you.
The hunter is back, is he? Let us hope he stays quiet.
Yusnaan's a nice place too. It's glamorous and exciting.
Thanks for stopping. And thank you.
Every time I see the clock tower.
That's a cool look.
Businesses are doing poorly because no one comes here anymore.
There's never a day anymore you don't run into the chaos cloud.
It used to be such a prosperous city. Does anyone
She's
know
so cute!
This is another side
I'm
of the
gonna get in
divine
trouble!
The fight against chaos is a holy war.
A goddess from myth.
A courageous hunter is killing all the monsters in town. People call him the Blue Blade.
May the brilliant light of our God.
I heard an odd rumor about the Hunter of Light breeding a city of monsters.
Want to talk about something? Me and Fang, we woke up 13 years ago. Lumina was the one that found us back then. All confused. You can imagine why. We were asleep in crystal for 1,000 years after all. Maybe even longer than that. You know, a lot of people died because of what we did in the past. I think that's why we were called back. To make amends. We were brought back for the end of the world. To pay our debts. But we needed you. The world did. I've been waiting all these years for you to come back to us, Lightning. The Savior's coming means that the end is finally here. I'll get to rest in peace at last. It will all be over. Want to talk? Fang used to live here too, when we woke up. But she left for my sake, to find an ancient relic of the gods, something I desperately need before the end comes. The Holy Clavis. It's somewhere in the dead dunes, and we have to have it before the last day. She knows that. I thought she'd be back in no time, but the days stretched into weeks, into months. And now it's been years. She never came back in all that time, not even once. I know that she said she didn't like the Order much. That much was for certain. Or maybe she's just given up on me. It seems like Fang's having a good time, though. My bit of crystal shows me that much, at least. I'm glad that she's out there somewhere living, laughing. I'm the one who's been given the means to atone for what we did, not Fang, not anyone else, so I have to. I have to pay for our sins. Want to talk? I've heard what they say about me. The people see me as some kind of curiosity. They call me a saint, and they say that I can talk to chaos. But I'm no saint. I can't talk back to the voices. Only listen. When I woke up, I could feel them in the chaos. The dead. and hear their cries of pain. I want to do something with this power I was given. That's why I've stayed here, within the cathedral's walls. I'm not a prisoner. Really, I'm not. This is what I've chosen for myself. I won't leave. I was given this power so I could atone to the dead. I want to do that. I owe them that. But I still need one more thing before I can. That's why I chose to stay and work with the Order. They can get me what I need to atone. It's been such a long time. I want to see them every day, but I can't. Saz left the cities and is living quietly out somewhere in the wilds, Lumina says. Snow's the patron now, and he can't just leave Yusnan. And Hope, he disappeared years and years ago. None of us know where he went. Hope was a leader of the people, way back when the chaos began enveloping the entire world. He's the one who kept society together. But then he just disappeared. It was almost worse than if he'd never been there at all. People panicked. Some people think that God summoned him back to his side, but that's just hope. Wishful thinking. Everyone wants to believe that he went someplace better, that's all. I wanted to get everyone together, to meet you when you came. But everyone's gone their separate ways now. Sorry. It's a bit embarrassing.
Vanille, you really intend to do this right? The soul song?
So you heard it all from Fang, I guess. No more reason to try to hide things. The holy clavis isn't a key to anything. It's more like a coffin. It'll draw in the souls of the dead to bring them the peace they deserve. The rites we perform on the final day will summon all the souls here, to me. And then we will wash away their regrets and anger with the holy light of God.
And wipe them out as if they never were. That's how your light will save them.
I know, but if I don't do anything, they'll all keep suffering inside the chaos. Forever.
And you? What will happen to you after the ceremony kills you?
I'll disappear, like the rest of the dead. My existence wiped from all memory. It seems right.
So that's it?
When Fang and I woke 13 years ago, it was into a dying world. Since then, we've seen the destruction spreading, the end rushing closer. No one can stop what's coming anymore. So let me end their suffering. It's all I can do now. I'll end the suffering in this world, and you'll help create a new one.
Brought here by the children of Etro.
So the children of Etro have finally been around.
Everyone seems to be talking about us.
No one will dare defy us after all of this.
Has arrived.
of your life.
You're gonna regret this. You disgust me. Now you know who is stronger.
The chaos infusions, they always ring more. What form will the Savior take when they appear before us?
She was snatched up right...
As long as I keep her in my...
Sorry, I'm out of...
What now? Wanna fight or something?
You really should know your limit. Lackley, hey, wake up.
Excuse me, but who are you? And how is it you know Lackley?
I don't know him too well, but he asked me to find his lost fiancée. I've come to tell him about this lead I found.
About Filiana? But where did...
At a restaurant in Yusnan. Apparently, there was an old woman working there who wore the same ring that Lackley gave to his fiancée. And when her health failed, that woman went to stay with a friend who lived in... Huh.
What is it? Is there something wrong with my hat?
According to the man I talked to at the restaurant, the friend who came to pick up the elderly lady was wearing an unusual hat. You seem familiar enough with Lackley. You also knew Filiana's name. Was it you?
Let me explain. Lackley and Filiana and I are friends from long ago. I'm Sela, and yes, I'm the one who escorted that old woman from the shop in Yusnan.
Care to tell me why?
Sure, but can we go elsewhere? I don't want Lackley to hear this. There's a graveyard with no name. You know of it, don't you? It's beyond North Station, on the outskirts of town. Oh, good. He's still sleeping. Come to the graveyard later so we can talk.
Night's just beginning.
Suppose I should get up. Got back to the shadow hunting. I always knew he'd be coming for me someday. The dark is where we shine.
I see you did it. You got your hands.
Has everyone else forgotten that he never lost a mark he'd set his sights on. Sent the whole bloody army after him. He didn't care. How dapper.
But over those centuries, there hasn't been the same.
Thanks for coming. Before I tell you anything, can you promise you won't pass this information on to Lackley?
That depends on what you have to say.
I suppose that's fair enough. I hardly know where to begin, though.
How about I start then? The old woman working at that restaurant in Yusnan had the same ring as Lackley's, the same as his fiancée's. Why?
For the most obvious reason, of course. That old woman was none other than Filiana, the person Lackley's been trying so hard to find. After she left him, she began working under a fake name.
That's surprising. The way Lackley described her, well, she's not what I expected.
He wasn't lying. She was a real beauty, once. We don't know how or why, but something happened to her. In this world where everyone stopped aging, she was the one and only person who managed to grow old over the past years. It began right around the time she and Lackley first got engaged.
But why? Why would it be possible for one person alone to escape the stasis in this world? And are you saying that's why she left Lackley and disappeared from his life?
She said the last thing she wanted to do was become a burden to him. But I know she missed him. She always wanted to know how he was doing. She loved nothing more than hearing stories about him, no matter how banal they were. Back when she could still walk, she told me how she would sometimes pass by him in the streets. She never said anything to him, and he never could have guessed that the old woman he saw was his beloved fiancée.
That's why he never found her after all this time, no matter how hard he searched.
Yes. Year after year, she aged more and more, and her body began at last to fail. She's free from that pain now. Finally.
I see. I'm glad she was able to find peace.
No!
No. Lackley!
I wouldn't have cared how old my Filiana looked! I loved her with every fiber of my being! My only wish was to spend every day with her until the end of the world! Filiana, why did you have to...
Lackley.
Lackley.
Selah, I don't want you to worry about me. Remember what you told me before, when we met? If there's still hope in this world, maybe I'll find Filiana, right?
Yeah, I remember saying that. So now I've just proven there's no hope.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I need to find my own hope, for me. I can't wait around for any god or savior. And even if my hopes get dashed, or they never come true, at least in my heart I'll know she's watching over me from somewhere. I'm done being a fool who runs to the bottle every time something goes wrong. That's not me. I want to show Filiana, wherever she is, that I'm still the man she fell in love with, the man I used to be. That's what she would want. Could you give me that ring?
Here. Thank you. You've helped me find some hope of my own, while I was supposed to be looking for yours. A worthy opponent.
I just came to visit.